This is our third video in this instructional series for radar speed feedback signs. In this video, we're going to cover powering and connecting to the sign and downloading the software. If you've missed either of our other two parts, please go back and watch them as you might have missed some important information. So to start, you want to turn on the sign by plugging in the batteries. The sign comes with two lithium-ion batteries, and to plug them in, you have these two black cables that you can plug into each other for both batteries. Plugging in one battery will allow you to run the sign for about a week before it'll die. Plugging in both is ideal. During the winter months, we suggest that you run it on one battery while you have the other battery warm and charging inside. The lithium-ion batteries do not charge well under freezing conditions and will actually degrade faster. So it's suggested that you do not use the sign connected to the solar charger during the winter months. So once you have the sign plugged in, you'll notice some of the LEDs flashing on the inside, and you'll also notice the sign flashing on the outside. There will be some LEDs flashing. As you can see, it's already finished up, but they were flashing before. Now the next step will be connecting to the sign. You connect to the sign using Bluetooth. If you do not have a Bluetooth radio installed in your computer, there's a USB edition included in the box that you can plug into your computer and use as a Bluetooth radio to connect to the sign. I'm going to let Luke show you how to connect to the sign and download the software.
So the first thing you want to do when you get to connecting the sign is make sure your laptop has Bluetooth. So if we go down to the bottom right of the screen, you have a small up arrow which will highlight show hidden icons. Click on that, you get all the icons which are missing. This one, which the pointer is now over, is the Bluetooth icon. If it's blue, you have Bluetooth on the laptop and it's turned on. If it's red, you have Bluetooth on the laptop and it's turned off. Right click on it, it will allow you to turn the Bluetooth adapter on. Once it's blue, it's there. If the icon's not there at all, you don't have Bluetooth and you need to use the USB stick Colby just showed you. Just remove it from the packaging, plug it in, the rest of the instructions will be the same. Once you've verified you have Bluetooth, we're going to the bottom left of the screen where we have the Windows symbol. Click on that and you're going to Devices and Printers. And in here, the top left, we have Add a Device. Click there. The computer's now going to find all the Bluetooth devices in the area. We are looking for the one which starts SP650, that's our speed radar sign. If you have more than one sign, there will be multiple signs there with SP650. Assuming they're all using the same computer to control them, you're going to want to pair with each one individually. So follow it through and make sure you have a pair for each unique identifier. Highlight the sign you're using, click Next. It will now try and connect to the device and it's going to give you a pairing options. Create a pairing code, enter device's pairing code, and pair without using a code. You want enter the device's pairing code, click on that, it's going to ask you what the pairing code is. For these devices, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you've entered that, click Next. This is now going to install the drivers for the sign on your computer and you'll get a message saying this device has been successfully added to this computer. Click Close and you're ready to install the software. I should say these are the instructions for Windows 7. Windows 10 is slightly different. From here on in, all the instructions are the same, no matter which Windows operating system you're using. There is no Apple version of the software, so you cannot use a Mac. It has to be a Windows machine. So, with the device paired, we're now going to install the software. In this case, I have it on a USB stick. You may have a CD. Obviously, put the CD in the device, in your CD drive. So, go into my computer, find your CD drive or your USB stick. We're going to go into the SafePace Pro folder and run SafePace Pro setup. It's going to ask me if I want to make changes. Obviously, yes, I do. To install the software, you will need administrator rights on the machine you're using. So most cases, that will not be a problem. but if you are a police organisation, your laptops will most likely normally be locked down. So you'll need to talk to your IT department about getting administrator rights. Accept the license agreement, where you're going to put it, and make sure you've got an icon created on the desktop. Okay. When it finishes, it's going to have an option to run SafePace Pro now. Have that clicked, press finish, and then you're going to come into the first setup screen. You want it on mode Bluetooth. It will default a COM port for you, but we'll go through that anyway. Make sure the speed units is selected as miles per hour, then click Save. From here on in, every time you start the software, it will come straight to this screen. So this will now be going into the using the software part, which is our next video. So thank you for watching video 3 in our series for using the radar speed signs, and we hope to see you again next time.